This is Hannibal here from the Hannibal TV on YouTube with a daily wrestling news update. Some very interesting news today. The Royal Rumble doesn't have an incredible amount of buzz right now. A lot of people expect John Cena is going to win the men's one, but there's some news that came out today. Brian Alvarez of the Wrestling Observer has reported that Nikki Bella will likely be in the women's Royal Rumble and could be returning with the WWE on a more regular basis. Of course, she is the WWE Hall of Famer, but at one time, her mother was married to disgraced WWE talent relations executive John Laurinaitis, who was deciding who was going in the Hall of Fame at one point. So that's why the Bellas got in before Sid and Demolition and a lot of other more worthy people. I'm not saying the Bellas wouldn't have deserved it eventually, but they got in pretty early. Other places are reporting that Mick Foley, Ric Flair, and Hacksaw Jim Duggan might make appearances in the men's Royal Rumble, which that is actually, to me, I mean, Ric Flair is a highly controversial person, but he's still one of my favorite wrestlers. And he had a horrible last match. To see him in the Royal Rumble, that would make me watch the Royal Rumble. Nothing so far has made me want to watch the Royal Rumble, but hearing that Ric Flair might be in it would make me want to watch. So I hope that actually happens. By the way, Ric Flair is going to be wrestling, or not wrestling, but appearing at the One and Done show I'm going to be on in Philadelphia, May the 3rd at ECW Arena. And of course, Hacksaw Jim Duggan's also rumored to be part of the Royal Rumble. I've interviewed him. I know him well. He's one of the nice guys in wrestling, as well as Mick Foley, who had I mean, I don't know when exactly his last match was. I know he had a really bad match against Ric Flair in TNA, but he may have done a few matches after that have got less publicity. I really don't know, but it would be a more fitting farewell to Mick Foley as a wrestler to do a Royal Rumble appearance, I think, than have that awful match that they had in TNA together. I think Mick Foley, remember when he had his retirement match and they made a big deal out of it and then he wrestled the next month? It was one of the shortest retirements in all of pro wrestling history, which is not known at all for legitimate retirements. But I'd like to see those three. I'm not hating on Foley. I liked him in WCW as Cactus Jack the best.